What's up, openers? We're on episode 1717. I know you guys are aware where is Solomon. Solomon's at the Thick Thighs Boys Convention. He will be back next week. So we'll be holding down for Solomon. Well, welcome to Open Relationship Podcast, where we have an open and honest conversation about everything from A to Z as it pertains to the LGBTQ plus community and beyond. I'm your host, Rodney.
I'm Devin.
And say,
And we are about to start this good old show. So, Saul, I'm going to hold it down for you. Make sure you have them thighs out, sweetie.
Yes, do your thing.
How was your week, Devin?
I had a good week. I'm feeling like a little bit under the weather. It's not COVID. I got my COVID test, but my sinuses are like all like congested,
Oh,
like
Jesus.
like I have a headache all in here. So I did not even want to come on camera tonight. I was gonna cancel on you girls. But I'm here because I love y'all.
He's dressed like he's
I
a
love
million
our
dollars.
viewers. Well, I have to look my best. But I love our viewers and stuff. So I'm here. I'm excited to be here though. I'm glad I pushed through. It's been a good week so far. Busy, of course, as always, but a good week. So I'm looking forward to the weekend.
I see you showing your sides. Did you get the surgery
I
yet?
didn't get it yet because I probably wouldn't be sitting here. Okay, I'd be still in bed.
Sit in
Y'all
bed
would be
rest.
filming me from in bed
Hey, for the bedroom.
or be at the recovery house.
I know. Say, how's your week been? How was your weekend?
it's raining, child. I'm tired.
What's going on?
Just working. I'm just trying to get to next week so I can go on my little vacation, child, and enjoy the beach and the water. 'Cause I'm tired.
Oh yeah, y'all going to Miami, right?
Yes, we're going to Miami next Friday. So
What's the hotel name so people can talk?
So paparazzi can meet you there.
Paparazzi can be there. That's the same. Open relationship.
I just want peace and quiet.
I understand that. Ooh.
How was your week?
Child, my little cousin had a stroke
Oh, wow.
at the age of 19, but praise God, she's walking and talking, but she was paralyzed on her right side. So today she's walking and stuff. So I just want to encourage people when you are having children, and not saying this is my family's fault, but this happens a lot. It is very imperative that you check the family history. Cause just because two people get together don't mean they for each other. You can have sickle cell trait. I've seen kids with that work in the hospital. That's not something cute. You can really pass down bad genes. There's such thing as bad genes. You should know.
Right.
Being
So if you fell in love with somebody and you realize that they have bad genes,
it's not if you want kids. It's not fair to the children. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it.
Right.
If I was caring for sickle cell and my partner was caring for sickle cell, I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a 50% chance your child's gonna be sick. You know what I mean?
That's tough.
It's tough. Shit, there's more people out there, child. There's more people out there. But I want to say thank you, God, for real, for this saving my little cousin life. And, please, people, just do your background check on people, Lord, because it's crazy out here.
And just take care of yourselves in general. Take care of your health. Go to the
Yeah.
doctors, get your checkups. Just do what you need to do. Eat right. For the most part, if you can't eat right all the time, then do it when you can.
Child.
But that's important.
But I love a steak, but I'm fasting. Oh, I have my physical tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'm fasting at 12 a.m.
Okay. Are you nervous about anything?
Oh, no.
Okay. No, like nothing.
No, I'm really good. I can't wait to see my doctor. He fine.
Oh.
Hey, doctor, you gonna check the balls? That's all I
Okay.
have, y'all.
So wait, that means he's gonna examine your prostate too, then, right? So he's gonna put his fingers.
No, he just looks at the hole. So what he do? He spreads it.
Oh, okay,
It
but not
just-
as wide that like
No,
if
not-
it was like sexual.
No. He just literally do a little. Okay, you're good. He really focus on the ball
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah. I wait for my yearly checkups.
I hope he doesn't see the podcast because he's gonna recommend you see another doctor.
I'm just playing
But
doctor.
again, I don't know. He might be looking forward to it. All right, moving on to the next segment of our show tonight. Our sponsor is Devin Persian Restaurant. We've been here a couple times. The first time, or no, I think it was my second time I went was when we all went together.
Yeah. I remember that. Okay,
Yeah, you remember that, exactly. And remember you really liked the duck.
The duck was really
Yeah, you had two of
good.
'em. You got one there, and then you got a whole nother duck to go, and you started eating it before we even left the restaurant.
I did. It was good. They
But
got
that
good
just goes
hookah
to show how
too.
good it was. Exactly. They have hookah. Their drinks are really good. The aesthetics are beautiful. So check out Devon in Midtown. Hopefully they'll sponsor us again because I would love to, go there on their tab. But yeah, thank you, Devon. So check them out if you haven't already. Again, they're located in Midtown, and that's Devon, Divan, Persian restaurant.
Yes, please go, but also not to take away from this wonderful sponsor. We are going to be sponsored by Juicy Crabs, so that'll be coming soon.
Wait, so
Yes, but no, we gonna get some free. We get free coupons, free everything. I can't wait. Working out the deal now.
If we say
Look,
bad things, we don't get sponsored by people.
I know,
So that
but
I'm-
not take away
I
from
keep my
Devon. Devon.
Devon.
Devon.
I was just saying I don't really care for juicy.
Girl, shut up. Say to your segment before he get us a sponsor.
all right, so on Pillow Talk
See,
today.
we got our wine today. Shit, y'all done pissed the people off.
All right, so on Pillow Talk with Tay today, she is a super freaky girl, 15 years in the game and still breaking records. Nicki Minaj becomes the first solo female rapper to debut at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 since Lauryn Hill in 1998. Also, she is the only female rapper to go
Not
number
the
one.
first.
That's
Cardi B
it.
had a #1 too. And she was solo.
No, it
Be
wasn't.
lying about stuff like
I don't
this.
know. Lauryn Hill stands out in this whole thing for me.
I didn't think Lauryn Hill was a rapper, but
No, but that's true. But they be lying about Cardi B did have a #1. Remember they were clowning Nicki Minaj saying how they when it was you can't fuck with me. I don't know.
Oh, Bodak.
Nah. These are red by
Bodak Yellow.
No. It's that side
that's
out.
Bodak Yellow.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
That song she made. You know it went up when that's it.
that was the one.
Oh, that's it. So that's Nicki Minaj's not the first. So it's not your fault. Whoever
Yes.
wrote this lied. I
Girl,
don't like liars.
Shit, everybody lied then because it's
I
all
don't like
over.
liars either.
You
But
know
you
what
know
I'm
they be
saying?
trying to say Nicki Minaj is like #1. I think production's looking it up right now. Perfect.
Yeah, because she's not the first.
I mean, I don't. I mean,
but look, I'm sorry I did cut you off.
Oh no, it's fine because I
Oh,
mean, shit,
finish,
correct it if
finish,
it's
'cause
wrong. Shit,
I
I
don't know
mean,
why I said she had to cut all the Cardi B fans come after us.
Okay.
I just want to put that out there. Cardi B was the first after Lauryn Hill to get a #1. Let's put that out there. But
Yeah,
Nicki Minaj, congratulations. Yes.
Top the Hot 100 for 3 consecutive weeks, making it the second solo hip hop
Yes.
single by a female artist in the charts history, followed by American rapper Lauryn Hill in 1998.
See? They be
Wow.
kudos to my girl Cardi. Invite us over.
Yeah, because we
Absolutely.
love both
Yes,
here, but
yes.
we just want to make sure we
We love
do
both of them.
accurate information.
Yeah, that's
I love
true.
Nicki and Cardi.
Oh, I don't love Nicki.
I
like
love
her.
Cardi more.
Yeah, well, I don't love Nicki. I like her, but I don't love her.
Yeah, I mean, I like the old Nicki when Nicki came out, like when she
Yeah.
first came out.
Like, what was it? Roman's Revenge and stuff, like her alter ego.
Yeah,
and
that
all
Nicki
that,
was cool, but this Nicki now is
Yeah.
it's a whole different person. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So also, well, I guess this is factual. She's the only female rapper to go #1 this century.
No, who wrote this?
Girl, I don't. This is awful.
Y'all said that we weren't doing this anymore. That we weren't gonna.
I mean, it's not him.
It's,
He
I
actually
mean, like I
he wrote this from somewhere that was
Yes.
sourceful.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't that source.
It wasn't.
7 different sources.
Let's just something to give her congratulations.
Yeah, so we want to congratulate Nicki on her #1.
Okay.
She's also hosting and receiving the MTV VMAs Vanguard Award this Sunday. So congratulations, Nicki, for whatever you achieve. Because at this point,
For all of your achievements.
I don't know what's going on.
Yes. Girl, who thinking of pay somebody to lie?
Girl.
You know she did that before somebody told on her and got her in some trouble.
Yeah, and that's a part of why I don't really care for her.
Yeah, cause
Like, I don't know, she just.
Woo. Nikki said, "Puppets, I don't give a fuck who don't know the truth." Put this out.
Oh.
We're gonna have to start asking people.
But are you a
cite
Nicki
their sources.
fan?
I do like Nicki.
Oh,
I mean, I like.
how is this to the Nicki fans? Is this a big moment for you guys?
Which part?
Getting #1 finally after 15 years.
Dude. I mean, I feel like it was overdue. I'll say that. I mean, Nicki's definitely a talented rapper. She definitely has, opened doors for other rappers. And she's had some songs that I thought should have been number one already.
What I do too. So what song you think? Because
I think Super Bass for one.
I don't know.
That was a
I
huge
did
hit.
like Super Bass.
Anaconda.
And I did like Super Bass.
Not for number one.
No, not for number one.
It went
but
diamond. It should have definitely went number one.
I think because they can play
The
it.
boom, 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 boom. No.
And
no, that's so
I
harsh.
also think Anaconda.
Anaconda should have went number
It
one.
should have went number one. It went number
Everybody
two,
play
but it got.
everybody play Anaconda.
Yeah.
Everybody's nasty, but I mean, I
They
didn't.
had another one that I really liked.
What else? Nikki's really good on features. Like
Itty Bitty
she's a
Piggy will always
feature
be my
girl.
favorite.
I like Starships.
Starships is another one, and it was a really big hit for her. Starship was really big for her. It didn't go number one, but it did top the chart. It was a top 10.
Higher than the motherfucker. It was techno.
Yeah, it didn't go number one, but it was on the top 10 of the charts. So
Yeah,
it was
that
a really
was
big
good.
song too. But I say I like Nicki on features. Like
Yeah,
she's
me
really
too.
good on features. Like she killed a person, whoever song it is, she kills it like better
I
than
would
they
agree
do.
with that. I love her on features.
Yeah, she's really big on features. So
When she did that Monster.
oh, that's like her biggest feature.
That's her biggest feature.
That's her
for me,
biggest
just
feature.
for-
Like everyone loves that.
I like her song. Her
Like,
newer, like, do we have a problem with her?
I do like Do Have a
Baby,
Problem
I
with
like
Little
that.
Baby.
Mm.
That was
She
a
did
good
one
one. It went number
song,
2. It didn't make number 1, but it went number 2.
Yeah, I like that.
So I mean, she's like.
What
she's
door did she
39.
open? Because you said she opened doors for a female.
I mean,
rappers.
what I mean, but okay, when I say that,
I
I mean
wanna
as
know
far
who-
as like
I need names.
when
I need to know how she opened the doors.
Yeah,
I mean, because when Nikki came into the game, it really wasn't too many female rappers other than Remy Ma, who really she was in jail, so she really wasn't doing too much. But
Trina has always been consistent. We are not gonna do Trina like that.
true.
Trina's very. She's never this. She's really this.
I mean, Trina. I mean, I like Trina. Like, I respect Trina. She's the the Miami girl, the queen of Miami, or whatever. But I mean, Trina hasn't had that many hits either.
I mean, but Trina is still.
But I mean, Trina's a good rapper.
Still play now. We ain't gonna do
Especially for her age, for one, and then like for her not to have that many hits. I feel like she's doing really well. Like
for
still.
herself.
But when I say
Eve,
that,
she don't make music, but Eve is still
Right.
paid.
Yeah, and she got that rich.
I mean, even her husband's a billionaire. That bitch ain't got to do
Yeah,
shit no
exactly.
more.
But this is what I'm gonna say for Lil Kim, because people don't understand. Lil Kim came out like in what 92,
Don't get me lying. No.
3, 95. Yeah, I give her 95. Lil Kim has been dominating since 95 to 2008 or 9. Right? When Nicki Minaj come out, that's a long fucking time. So I was not mad at Lil Kim and not making music and not doing stuff, because she was MTV black girl, rap
Yeah.
black girl for a very long
Right.
time.
Very relevant.
She was very fashionable. Like all the fashion labels went after. Lil Kim was the first black female artist to break into the fashion world industry. We cannot take that from her. Even Nicki Minaj said that. So let's just put that on record.
Yeah.
So when people like shit on Lil Kim, I just be like, well, bitch, how long do y'all want people to make music? Cause Beyonce be gone for 75 years too, and she come out with an album. Her album wasn't that good to me, but y'all live for it.
It's just been the body stuff with me.
Yeah,
I'll say the same thing. Yeah, she just
that's
looks
the
nice.
only thing I hate what Lil Kim did, because she was beautiful.
Yeah, I still
But
admire her though, respect her
Yeah.
for her work as an artist, but just not her body.
Cause it wasn't for Lil Kim now. I'm just saying, like she's that bitch.
So maybe she opened some doors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
opened some
Salt and
doors.
Pepper opened some doors, and then Lil Kim came with an extra spice. As far as like freaky deaky rapping, Lil Kim to me started that, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
And if y'all know somebody else who started it, please let me know. But in my opinion, with sucking dick like a pro, make a Sprite can disappear in your mouth.
Yeah,
That's Lil
yeah,
Kim.
Yeah,
Like,
for
I'm just
sure.
keeping it real.
For sure.
Like
That's true.
That's all with the shit too.
so I'm just so
Lil' Kim
like
nasty.
City Girls, even Trina, like bitch, y'all know Lil Kim will teach y'all how to suck that dick.
Yeah, I love City Girls.
I'm
Speaking
still
of-
trying to put a Sprite can in my mouth.
You can't do it.
I can't, can you?
I can't like make it go all the way.
Bitch, I can't
But I
open
can get
it
it,
that wide. You got the anaconda throat, bitch. But I would say it's about, but Nikki is to be respected. Nikki can write, and I would never take that from Nikki. Nikki did come in at a time where I feel like was a lot of female girls rapping.
Yeah.
People was very like
Mhm.
Coastal.
Yeah.
They got a little song, but Nicki came in, and when she came in, she dived deep and she did what she needed to
Especially
do.
with that personality and stuff.
Yeah, I just hate that she changed. That's one thing I like about Cardi B. Cardi B is still the same. She has been famous a long time, like it's Nicki and them, but to me, she's not switching up on the game.
Yeah, and she's personable, so she doesn't mind like allowing us to get to know her. Like she's more vulnerable with her emotions, with her feelings. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like we know her in a sense, and I feel like we can respect her more because she shows us like more of her.
Yeah, that's why I like Megan. Megan's very active on social media, the City Girls. Like, I like to see you. Who are
Exactly.
you as behind cameras? It's behind camera. They say Nikki's like a itch behind camera.
She's a bitch at all. I think she's arrogant. Like I think she's an arrogant bitch. No offense. Like I respect her work, but I think she's an arrogant bitch.
I mean, these other two girls that y'all just mentioned, them bitches do like they're just the same.
Who?
They just do shit and hide their hands.
City Girls?
No, bitch. Cardi and Megan.
Like what?
Like, let's be clear. Like,
Like,
them
what they
bitches are
do
very
is-
like they're very shady. They do shit, and like I said, they do shit. I'm trying to do it under the radar that people don't catch it.
So what?
But
But
they're
they
just-
share it.
Okay, just for instance, like right now, it's a beef going online about Megan and Nicki because Nicki wrote in her song "Super Freaky Girl" that my mixtape sold more than your album or whatever, which it did.
Was she coming from Megan?
Because Megan came for her first on her album.
What did Megan say?
It was verse on Megan's album that was specifically for Nicki, and how we know that is because it was from Nicki's verse off her song "Feeling Myself."
So
So
what did Megan
I wish I could pull
say?
it up. I wish I could pull it up. Go ahead, Mo, pull it up.
What song you know? Which song?
I think it was gift and curse.
But how do we know for sure that?
Girl, if
That
you put
was
the
the
lyrics
start of
together,
it.
like
No, not to say that.
well, no,
wasn't
that may
faking
not have been
it.
the start of. No, the start of it, I think, was when she made the song with Cardi. Because if you remember, when Megan and Nicki made the song together, "Hot Girl Summer," Megan was all on Instagram Live talking about Cardi with Nicki. Like they were both shading her, and then girl, then she offered you a song, and girl, you jump on her bandwagon. Like I just very fake.
I would say this. One thing I like about Trina broke it down so effortlessly. Why be beefy? If somebody's hot, get cool with the hot girl, you be hot, get re-hot.
Mhm.
Right.
He said, like she said, she don't get in these female beef. If you don't like Cardi, bitch, ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
If Cardi called me and say, bitch, let's get on the track, guess what I want to do? Get on the track.
And see, that would be different if she wasn't like talking about her and stuff. Then I'd be like, okay, well, but she's a crap. But girl, they was really on. She's like, yeah, I don't like her personality. Like you were on there talking about her. So
Well,
yeah,
She
she
say that
Cardi probably forgave her.
they're not. I would say they're not wrong. They're not innocent. They're obviously not completely innocent. But as far as overall character and the way they carry themselves, I see them way more humble and open than Nicki. That's all.
I will say, I will admit this. Nicki's fan base, you see it? Okay. So, but I will say this, Nicki's fan
It
base.
was confirmed that Megan threw shade, allegedly, at Nicki.
Well, it's not a legend anymore. 'Cause we got the verse.
Like, yeah. So, but I will say Nicki's fan base put her in a lot of shit. Like, she could be on the highest, and when she come back, she beefing with everybody, and she don't even know why because the Barbs are getting into it with somebody, and
But are
it was
you
just
sure
gonna
that she
fly.
wasn't doing that to show, like, homage to Nicki, or do they think that she was really shading Nicki?
No, girl, that was humming.
It was shade.
It was
It was
shade.
shade.
Read it, please, production.
Bag on my personal purse, yeah. That El Cheapo, that's that word. Fix your face, bitch. You hurt. All that talking ain't making me nervous. Feel yourself. Put down them perks.
How is that going?
Okay, so
No,
I don't get it.
I feel like y'all are reaching a little bit.
we're not racing.
I get too.
Nikki
So if
put
I
on
put
We
big
Go
on
Up,
myself in a
say
song-
my name, make you nervous. Listen to what she's saying. Then on her song Feeling Myself, she said tripping on the perps. Come on now, you have to read between. That's why I say they do shit
Is
under
Nicki
the.
a perk
Right.
ass?
Has she ever been accused of?
She always said that. Yeah, she already
Oh,
said that.
okay.
Ah, see,
So that's why I say they
couldn't
do
know.
shit
Either.
under the radar and try not to get caught and be shady. But bitch, you get caught.
It is. Was it warranted? Was it some beef behind the scenes that we don't know about?
All I know
And
they
I-
don't-
That's what I said.
All I know
How
is they
do you
don't talk
this was the
anymore.
start
Like
of
all
it?
I know they don't talk anymore because
I'm gonna say this though, bar for bar, Megan go toe to toe with Nicki. Now
I
Cardi
agree.
B can't. Now, I would never say
Yeah.
Cardi B, throw your ass up there.
We still love you though.
We still love you. But we gonna go from bar to bar. Megan and Megan and Nicki will be. I would like to see it.
Yeah,
I would pay to see it.
I agree with the bars, but Nicki's more versatile. Like Megan's songs,
Yeah, I would pay to see that.
Megan's songs sound the same, but she can go bar to bar with her. But when it comes to being lyrical, she can't fuck with
I
it.
mean, Nicki say the same shit too. My big wet ass, my fat ass.
right.
You bums are
She can switch her
whores.
flows up.
You whores are bums. I'm the number one. I mean, what else does she say besides that?
Nicki can switch her flows up. Everything with Megan is on the same tempo at all times. Like that's why her album sounds the same. Like
Most songs do sound the same.
they
on
all
album.
sound the same. Like
And
there's
Cardi's
no
a better
switch up.
entertainer than them.
Claudia's definitely a better
Yeah.
entertainer. Her videos are a lot better than
Yeah.
both. I give her that.
Exactly.
Like she's very artistic when it comes to her visuals. Like hands down, I give her that. Like she has the best visuals. Period.
I would love to see a collab with Nicki, Cardi, and Megan.
Me too.
I think it
I
would
think
be
the
fire.
world would. The world would like.
The world
But
will
they
like
always
it.
beefing.
They always
okay,
beefing.
and that's why
But
they.
it's because of their fan bases. It's not even because of them. Like they let the shit go, and the fan base boosted right back up. Like now it's Cardi this, Megan
But I
that.
was
Like it's a
excited when
mess.
Cardi tried to fight Nicki.
but
Because
what's that knot on Cardi head?
I don't.
Somebody threw a shoe at her.
Somebody's homegirl.
One of Nicki's
Yeah.
threw the shoe at her.
When Nicki friends do a shoot,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I hope they got that whore.
I
They
think
hit
I
my
too.
bitch because my bitch said, "Come here,"
Right.
and Nicki said, "I'm standing right here." Oh, scary ass bitch!
Because don't,
Talk
tell me-
all that
'cause
shit.
don't say come here in front of everybody. Now I gotta come here because we're in front of everybody. Like the hell.
So they hit her with a shoe.
They hit her with a shoe, yeah.
I mean, they did the best thing they could do because they obviously couldn't grab her. So that's like the next best thing.
Throw your shoe.
I mean, that's how I would get.
I
Like,
probably
okay,
would
well,
have
I can't
too.
hit you then. What can I grab?
bitch.
Yeah, she threw the shoe and they clocked her. It must have been a heel, bitch, because it clocked that
It
night.
clocked the fuck out.
That
It
night.
clocked the fuck out of Cardi.
That night was serious.
That
That's
was-
still cute.
And they kept saying that Nicki hit her. I said, Nicki did not hit
We know
her.
damn well Nicki did not hit her.
Child, they be lying for the gram. But that was a good little discussion.
It was a good
You know,
discussion.
share with them. Now let me try to be Solomon, child, because you know he's so proper and I'm a little hood.
I was gonna say, did we discuss who was doing this podcast?
I don't know.
Is that gonna be Rodney? I mean,
I mean, do you
No,
want
No,
to
no,
do
no. I was just saying. I was just like,
Oh,
we
you
didn't talk about
it? Okay, you want to do it?
no, you good.
Okay. Okay, so you guys, for the Menage a Trois, we're going to talk about something very serious. So I just try to get my serious voice on because, you know, this is still an epidemic going on with it. And it starts with 3 words, and it's HIV. So the theme today for this week is HIV and as you all know, HIV started in late 80s. Unfortunately, it took out a lot of people due to not having a lot of medication out there. Shout out to Pose, who really painted a very vivid picture of the
that is still
80s and 90s,
Yes.
just like to picture to visualize how it went, you guys. So, just from watching, let's just start with this. Just from watching Pose, did it really help you get to understand the HIV epidemic?
It did. I learned so much because I've so my uncle actually passed away from AIDS. Like obviously way back when, obviously, you know, when there was like no medications, like all that. So just kind of asking my family, like, you know, what is that? How do you get that? And them kind of giving me like a broad answer. And then me learning like or hearing people say, oh, like if you're gay, then you're likely to get AIDS. And then so learning, okay, the difference between AIDS and HIV, and just watching that show and doing my own education, even though we can get our own education, just watching that show really took us back in time. Like it really showed us the emotion. It showed us like, oh my God, like I think I put myself in their shoes to be like, oh my God, like what would I do if this was a situation, that was a situation, and all of the people around me were dying from, you know what I mean, something that any of us could get. So it just really opened my eyes to a lot. It just made me thankful that, you know, of course I'm still gonna practice safe sex, but you know, God forbid if that did happen to me, if I did get HIV, then it wouldn't be a death sentence. So that was really, everything was really emotional for me, but it was also a learning experience.
Mm.
Yeah, Pose was definitely emotional. To see where it was then and where it's at now, it just makes you be like, okay, wow, like some people didn't even have a chance. Like now you have a chance. All you gotta do is take your medicine and do what you have to do to take care of yourself or whatever. But then it was just like there was no cure, there was no medication, and if it was a medication, it was so expensive they couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So, it's just like the day and age that we're in now. It may not be the best, but we're in a way better place now when it comes to that than we were then.
And that's for to be with real with you guys. This is gonna be a truthful and honest conversation. So I would advise when I'm talking,
This
do
bitch.
not listen to me, okay? Because
I
I feel
second,
like
do not listen to him and
Do
do
not.
not
I feel
think
like
that the way
people.
he feels
It's for
represents the whole
everybody.
show.
No, this is personally Rodney, personal opinion. We're having friends from it. We're having people dying from it and things of that nature. So I'm going to speak my truth. And so if you cannot handle people, because I hate people with pussyfoot around stuff and all this kind of stuff, I ain't got to be rude and nasty. I'm going to be real with y'all. So I just want to put that out there. That's my disclaimer, okay? But between 3.9 or 43.8 million people live with HIV globally, approximately 38.4 million at the end of 2021. 1.2 million people in the US live with it today. And just to piggyback off what you said, Take, this is very, very this touches my heart. Cause back in the day, unless you was rich, you could not afford the medicine
Right.
and you were dying like flies. Like everybody was dying from it, unfortunately, back in the 80s and early 90s. Now I feel like today's society treat HIV like it's a STD
Yeah.
because we have medicine. So now HIV is not such a detrimental thing to people. It's like, oh, I got HIV. It's whatever. Not saying it's perfect because I don't think anybody's like, oh, I have HIV. Should be happy about
And people
it.
take more risks
Yeah,
because
because
it's
now
things.
you do have medicine that can really help you live a long and
Right.
I agree.
youthful life and adult life and don't turn into AIDS. So do you all feel that today's society is less reckless with HIV because of the medicine, or are they just being who they are?
I think because of the medications and stuff that people like now, because now they have prep as well. Like people take more risks because like, oh shit, I can just get on prep. But at the end of the day, prep does not prevent it. It does not fully prevent it. Yes, it helps, but at the end of the day, they let you know when you start taking it that it's not 100% guarantee it's going to protect you from getting it. So people need to understand that and stop taking risks like that. At the end of the day, I understand that sometimes sex is better without condoms and stuff,
It
but you
is,
have to
but
think
I do
about
it.
Always better with
I
it.
do
It is, but you
it.
have to think about like the longevity of the situation. Like, is it really worth that 10, 15, 20 minutes of that and then dealing with something for
Child,
the rest of
sometimes
your
for me
life?
too.
Bitch.
Girl, done sold your soul for 2 minutes.
And then you have to deal with something for the rest of your life because of it.
Right.
Yeah, you right.
Like, is that really worth it?
Yeah.
Child, how do you feel?
Yeah, I would agree that for sure on what Tay's saying as far as it being more people are just more open, more careless, carefree about it. But also I don't know if it's like it's more in the light that guys are like doing more and more of having sex, unprotected sex with males and females. I don't know if it's like more prevalent now or are we just more educated on it now. But if in my opinion, I feel like it's more prevalent. It's more common. It's like, oh, like people joke about it all the time on social media, like, oh, I was with so and so's baby daddy and like all this kind of stuff. And it's just like you're not realizing like the harm that you could that you're putting each other into or that you so it's just like I don't know, it's definitely more prevalent now in general and then especially with the DL couples with guys that are just out here doing men and
Do
women.
you think HIV is a gay disease?
No, I don't think it's a gay disease. I think that it's looked at as a gay disease,
Mm-hmm.
but obviously anybody could get it. Obviously, if a mother has it and she's pregnant, then there's a good chance that her baby could have, HIV. So we can't look at it as strictly a gay disease. I'm not even gonna go into like where it stemmed from and all that, um, because I don't care to. But I don't think it's a gay disease at all. Just because anybody could get it. A woman that loved her husband so much that was DL or doesn't consider himself gay. He wanted to experiment one day, but he doesn't consider himself gay. That one experiment cost him HIV. Now his wife has HIV. So, yeah, I don't think it's a gay disease.
And I think right now, I think it's more women with it than men.
I've read something similar. I'm not gonna quote it, but I read that it was a
Allegedly.
yeah.
Let me just say that out there.
Well, I mean, yeah, I have read that too. But I feel like when it comes to HIV, you know, people automatically assume that you're gay. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
automatically. I'm
Mhm.
like, what? And like I used to volunteer and stuff, the cleaning stuff, and I would see like people in there and everything, and I'll just be like, you know, she's like, oh, I'm in here, I have HIV, and I'm just like, baby, it's okay, like. You human, you like, and it's females, like, but I will say this: a lot of females, you know, do contrast it from their partners being careless, their male partners being careless, or out there doing things they shouldn't be doing, or whatever. And unfortunately, that just stems from the situation. But I mean, at the same time, that goes back to saying you protect yourself, like if you know, I know some people feel like their partners are truthful and faithful or whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, they say the best way to have sex is safe sex, period. Whether you want to or not, that's
Oh,
I mean,
sounds so underwhelming. But be safe, y'all. Don't
here
and don't
go,
think that
but
I'm out here just like raw dogging like.
girl, are you?
let's get to the questions, Ronnie. Go down.
I'm play with you.
Wait. Um. Okay. So,
Oh God, I'll let
I
you.
I got something to read. Also, but I also want to say this. So, I want to just talk about a myth before we get to the question. So, it was a myth going around saying that if you was a top, it was harder for you to catch HIV
I
than
remember
you
that.
being a bottom.
I remember
And
that.
I used to believe in that myth.
Mhm.
So a lot of reasons why I did not bottom unprotectedly was because I'm like, nigga, you can give me HIV, but I can, you know, fuck you as a top. It won't catch because it's a lesser percentage of catching it being a top than you being a bottom.
I remember that.
So wait, so y'all said that's a myth?
It was something like a while back they used to talk about, especially like around BGC time. Like, yeah, they used to always say that it was easier for a bottom to get it than a top. So a lot of people
I
went to
heard it
top.
was more likely that a bottom would get it before a top would. I heard that from a doctor actually. So they must.
Also, it's not a myth.
It's not a myth. It's not that it's like, okay, well, if a top and a bottom have sex, like, okay, the bottom is definitely gonna get it. Like, but it's easier because of like, if you think about the penis going into the anus, like there's so much blood, like
Mhm.
your bloodstream is there, like that's like easy access to your bloodstream.
Mm.
So if you're, you know what I mean, like it's just easier. Like somebody's going nut in you, you know, pre cum, all that. So it's like
Purple
the bottom.
khakis.
What is that?
They call the wet bussies.
This boy.
They say so much. But I want to read this though. The difference between HIV and AIDS. Immunodeficiency virus is a virus that
I'm
attacks the
sorry, I have to correct you only because
immune no
there
deficiency.
you go. Yeah,
I just said that.
you didn't. But it's
Okay, well, it's a virus that attacks the immune system and is left untreated or not managed well. This can lead to conditions known as acquired immunodeficiency syndrome.
immunodeficiency.
Immuno, same thing.
Mm.
Deficiency syndrome, also known as AIDS. Stage 3 of the virus advancement. Okay, you guys. Um, also, I want to read this. A person is diagnosed with AIDS after their immune cells CD4 count has dropped below 200. A person without a HIV diagnosis could have a count of 500. Also, Solomon wrote now, Men's Health magazine identified that 65% of Americans reported having unprotected sex in 2017.
Oh wow.
Child, somebody lying, I think it's higher. And also, the last thing Solomon wrote, you guys, no recent data on CDC website beyond 2013. I found that very, very alarming that we don't have any up to date, allegedly, according to Solomon,
Right.
that we don't have any up to date information on
And
HIV.
allegedly, according to the CDC, they don't have any information because I feel like even though this isn't as big of a deal it was in the 80s, I feel like it's still a very concerning topic. And so I'm just surprised they don't have like information.
And I also want to let you guys before we get to the questions. So to me, I feel like have HIV now is like having a common cold.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot lie. I can meet 10 people in Atlanta, and about 7 of them have HIV. And I'm not saying all of them is because they do bad things. You know, sometimes shit happens to you.
Right.
But it to me, it just like very. I got so accustomed to people HIV. I'm like, oh okay.
Yeah.
Like before, like 2009, I'm like, oh my god, I can't talk to you. Now, just like, okay, on your meds, what's your CD4 count?
Yeah. Well, before I moved here, one of the things that everybody told me, because I came here single, So they're like, just be careful for like HIV. It's like really big out there. Not only HIV, but plenty of STDs are really prevalent
Syphilis.
in Atlanta. So I believe you.
I caught my
I believe
first
you.
STD in Atlanta.
Oh my God. Did you freak out?
Child, I caught gonorrhea
Oh my God.
on my penis, and I just
On your
remember.
penis?
No, it was leaking. It was leaking. It was. I mean, yeah, we're gonna talk about. It.
Yeah.
And I remember having sex with this guy. I had probably 3 people. I'm not gonna lie. I was
After you got diagnosed.
no before. I
Oh,
was
okay.
fucking 3 people
Okay.
within that week, and then they said, can sit latent, whatever. And I was just like, damn, all these guys like they were healthy, you know what I'm saying? They had good jobs. I'm like, these bitches done gave me motherfucking gonorrhea.
Right. Oh my
So
God.
I called all 3. I said, hey, one of y'all bitches gave me gonorrhea.
Oh my
So I ain't never had this shit before.
Right.
I left Mississippi clean dick. I came here with clean dick. One of y'all got bad booty. Okay, so and I was fucking y'all raw. So, but I want to know who gave me this shit.
Right.
And when you think about it, when it's coming from the penis, you can see the discharge. But I've never seen an anus discharge from an STD. They say it's on the inside.
Right.
So, and I'm just like, well, damn, like it just makes you think like how you could be careless and reckless. And, I'm not trying to put bad simp on Atlanta, but I did catch my first STD from Atlanta.
And sometimes you can be asymptomatic, so like you don't show any symptoms of having an STD. And I think that's a lot of the reason why the numbers are higher, because a lot of people don't. They're like, all right, well, I'm not getting checked because I feel like I don't have anything, but the whole time you might have a little something.
You know what I do now?
What?
I have a friend who has access to medicine.
Uh-huh.
And so if I feel like I want to catch something from you, I take a penicillin.
Oh, like a Plan B pill almost.
Penicillin Pan B
Okay.
pill.
Can you get me some?
Yes. Because
my
you just never know. Like that really, I'm just
I mean,
saying.
just in case, like
Just
there's like
in
a drunken night
case.
and you forget to use a
Yeah.
condom.
And I don't
It's
know
good to
nothing
have
we
it.
can ever get y'all. That shit hurt.
Yeah.
Just imagine your penis and you feel like somebody's like bending it and pinching it.
Yeah.
It
I
hurt.
had an STD before, but
Okay.
I didn't have any
I was
symptoms.
one of y'all to share. I didn't think I was the
Well,
only
thank you for
one.
not pulling it out of us.
Yeah.
Just allowing us.
Yeah. Am I the
Yeah.
only one too, Tay? You never had one?
I've never had an STD, but I do have HIV.
Oh, I wasn't telling you to say that.
It's fine.
Oh, okay, just want to put that out there. Like I was STD.
It's not a
Okay,
secret.
but thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Honestly, truthfully.
How do you feel sharing that?
I mean, I'm an advocate for HIV, so it's not a big deal for me anymore. Like, I got diagnosed in 2013, and I started speaking about it like around 2016 once I got comfortable like with it myself.
Mhm.
And I share my story all the time because I have to let people know that everybody doesn't get HIV from being careless and not being responsible or whatever, because I didn't get it that way.
Right.
So, I want to encourage people that, okay, just because you have it is not a death sentence. You can still live
Amen.
a normal life. I live a normal life. And like, I'm still loved. I found someone who accepts me for who I am. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you can still be the same person that you are. You take a pill every day, and it is what it is. Now, I will say this, I was one of those people that before I had it, I was just like, I would never get this or whatever. And and it's like so funny how God makes things come back to a whole circle for you. So a guy he was interested in me, and I found out he had HIV, and I told him I couldn't date him or whatever. So I didn't know how he felt until that shit happened to me.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
When
Full circle.
it went full circle.
Oh.
Well, you also may not have been as knowledgeable as
and I
are,
wasn't.
So you might
I
have been
wasn't
like,
in the back
I
in
wasn't.
2009. I was scared of
I was
it.
very unknowledgeable. So it's just like having the knowledge that I have now and everything, like it makes me look at things completely different or whatever. But at the same time, it makes me look at myself like, damn, like the way I treated him, like I got treated. And I see how that shit feels. And that shit, it feels
How
bad.
does that feel?
It feels like it hurts because like, damn, it makes you feel like, will anybody ever want me? Like,
Yeah.
because I know at that moment when like, I really liked the guy, but I was so terrified of him giving it to me, I just didn't even want to take that chance. Like, and it was just like, I met someone and, we were talking and stuff. So before we even got sexual, I was honest with him. I let him know. And he was just like, hey, I was like, hey, I'm HIV positive. And he was just like, oh, I respect you for telling me, but it's just not, it's not something that I'm willing to, chance in my life. So it's just like, God works in a mysterious way because she went full circle again because he ended up getting it. And guess who he called? Me
You
for
fall
advice.
for
For
it.
advice, yes, because he was just like, "What do I do? Like, how do I tell people?" And I was just like, "There's no easy way to tell people because at the end of the day, you never know how they're gonna react or how they're gonna respond. All you can do is be honest and truthful, and not put anyone else in danger. And don't be selfish because that's what happened to me. Like being selfish and just being like. So I'll just say this: my ex boyfriend and his two friends raped me or whatever, and that's how I got it.
Tay, no.
Yes, his friend had it, and that's how I got it.
Hey.
Was this before?
Like you wasn't there.
Oh my goodness. So why you tell this to me now? You know I'm sensitive,
I
bitch,
know
off camera.
it's okay.
Oh
But
my
no,
God.
it happened, and the friend had
Did they drug you?
no. They held me down. Like it was my abusive ex boyfriend that I told y'all about.
Oh, dude.
Yes, like and it happened, and just so happened they're in jail. Yeah.
Dude, you don't get the Vaseline and they
I don't think they're gonna give him that, but he is in jail. Guy that gave it to me, he is in jail.
It's your ex in jail, bitch.
I know he's out now, child.
Girl, okay, mm.
But yeah, that's what happened, and I didn't know. Of course, I didn't know. I didn't know that the guy had. He knew he had it, or whatever. And I had to go through therapy and everything, and I was getting checked. Child, I found out on my 21st birthday I was HIV positive. I nearly lost it.
That is so crazy. People are so damn. And then when you kill somebody, do some horrendous thing, they say you the crazy one.
Right.
Cause bitch, I would probably killed everybody.
Like it's being like it's just selfish.
I
Like,
it was for me.
but they have so many selfish people in the world that's like that will sit there and take that chance with your life.
So do you think that's selfish, or do y'all think that's selfish? Or what is the time frame do you think it should be for letting someone know that you're undetected? For those of you that are not as knowledgeable about HIV, so when you're HIV positive before you're on your medication, while your CD4s are at a certain low level
You can
still,
spread
then
it.
you're considered HIV positive and you can still spread it. Someone can contract it from you. However, once you've been on the medicine, your CD4 count goes up. So now you're considered undetected. So when someone's undetected, do y'all think they should tell the person, like say you started talking to somebody, y'all haven't slept around yet, but y'all are still getting to know each other because it's something so serious or such an intimate part of you? Do you like when do you think is a good time to share the information, like right up front?
I would say this. As much as I feel like people should tell the truth about their own self, it's ultimately up to the person, which is yourself, to use protection or not.
Mhm.
Because somebody can tell you I don't have it.
Right.
Yes,
You know what I'm
indeed.
saying? Somebody can
Yes.
say, "Oh no, I don't have STDs."
Right.
But these folks, look, example. I had sex with 3 people. I knew I had clean dick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
being for real.
Right.
And then they told me they had clean booty, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. I'm not trying to laugh. I'm trying to keep a like be serious. But like, and then as much as I was mad at them, cause I was living, but I was like, you know what, Rodney, I put myself in a situation.
Right.
You know, because I actually had sex. I think I told the story already, but like, make a long story short, a person who I had sex with unprotected, I was a top. He had sex with somebody who was HIV positive.
Mhm.
So, as much as I was upset and mad, I had to realize, like, don't nobody owe you anything in this world. I'm just like, it's sad to say that, but don't nobody owe you shit. You have some careless and reckless ass people out here
Yeah.
who don't give a mammy fuck about you. So it's up to you to carry yourself in a manner where you are protected. I tell people all the time, we would have sex unprotected, including me. I'm raising my hand.
Mhm.
But when I get about Social Security, now we will let you change your whole life.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like I won't give you my account number. I won't give you no money. I won't give you anything. I won't buy you food, bitch. But I would have sex with you unprotected. you can ruin my whole life.
Right, exactly.
You know that you gotta break it down like that sometimes. Like this be real. It's some people I had some bitch, I won't give you $1.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying? But like it's just a sex.
I
But
agree.
you risk your whole health
Right.
on that.
I agree.
Yeah.
know,
and
just
with
me-
as far as time frame goes, like I would say it's not a time frame only because like you don't want to just like you start dating someone, you don't want to just be like, oh, let me let them know because you don't know how people are. People are so malicious. You tell them that and then they go run and go tell the world.
Right.
Like I'm the type of person like I have it, I don't have a problem, like no shame or anything, but I'm not just going around saying like to everybody. Like
Right.
it's on a need to know basis. You
Right.
know, if you need to know, you will know.
Right.
But
Or the
would
conversation
say-
something
Yeah.
you want to share, then
Right.
you share.
when you know the person is really falling for you. I think that's fair. Now on the first date, bitch, some people on first date y'all don't talk after that.
Yeah.
So there's really nobody goddamn business. But when you see that you both are mutually falling for each other, I think that's when you like, hey, before you get any deeper,
Right.
I have something I want to share with you.
I would agree with that.
Because let's be
Usually when you
real,
feel like-
herpes is real too. A lot of people have herpes, don't tell about anything because it's not shown.
Yeah, I feel like when y'all really get to discussing like a real future together, then that's when you should.
It's not even that's too far to me, bitch. I need to know when we are both falling for each other in the beginning.
But I feel like around the time you're falling for each other, you're gonna consider next steps. Like, oh, like, you know, oh, I really want to be with you, or like we're spending more time together. Like,
I would say after
you're
the
considering
third
future.
date, after the third date,
No, because people can go on 3 or 4 dates and still be like, oh, like we just kind of fucking, like we cool.
but what if the other person's like it and fucking?
Yeah.
You don't think you should know before y'all have sex?
I mean, I think.
No,
so,
you definitely
but
should know before you
But
have
I,
sex.
okay, so take
Definitely.
away the sex part.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to minimize their relationship. Like they went
Okay.
on 4 dates, but it's still not that serious. So I don't really think you can put the number of dates on there, but just more so, like when y'all are at that level.
And like Tay said, I don't have it, but I don't know how I will feel, if like get full circle. It can happen.
It
Like
can
I said,
happen,
I
right.
do reckless shit. Mhm.
Yeah.
Keep it real. And it can happen. So that's why when I meet people now, HIV, if I like you, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yeah. Of
Like
course.
the old me was like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. I'm
Right.
keeping it real, like
Yeah,
get me
I
fuck
agree.
back.
Yeah.
But now it's just like my friends have it. One of my best friends have it, and like he taught me so much. And I see what he go through and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you know what? He's a good guy. My friend is a wonderful guy. And it's like, why she not receive love because of something?
A lot of
like
people
that?
see that and put like and see it as a label of a type of person. So if you have this, then you're in this category. Like you have to fit in this category somehow.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And that's why I literally say this all I have to remind myself that like HIV is what I have, it's not who I am.
right, exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
you know, and even with my fiance, I told him like, I told him definitely before we had sex or whatever, because at the end of the day, I cared about him and I was not gonna definitely put him in a situation where we had to like, oh, I forgot to tell you this. Now we got to go get you tested or whatever. Because, like, again, sometimes you get caught up in the moment or whatever. But when you're thinking of someone else and not yourself, you will stop.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened with us. Like, we were just in emotion, and then I stopped, and I was like, "Wait, hold up."
I just noticed you got a ring on your finger.
You be acting like you don't see us or talk to us until the day of the show.
Well, the people in the show don't know.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yes, I have my ring.
So he has this ring now.
So now you can shut up. Oh, you're saying that's why he was.
Oh my god!
You
But,
know,
Man, I
that
got
girls
you
get-
a ring,
yes,
bitch.
I got my ring, child. So I mean, hey, you got a
But
full
let's be
life.
able to get to the question.
Yeah. Oh, am I okay? So let's go to. So I don't think we have time to answer all of them. So let's start with number 2, and then y'all can kind of each take a question,
Yeah.
maybe. So I'm gonna start with number 2.
Okay.
Of course, you want to start with number 2.
So question number 2 says, "Do you like getting nutted in, or do you like getting nutted in, and or do you like nutting in others?"
Go first.
Oh my God! I hope my mom does not see this episode.
Your mama know you a freak child. Where you got it from?
Talking about nut. So
Mama told me
I do
sometimes.
like getting nutted in. I feel like
Oh,
for some reason it's like I don't know. It like turns me on more.
it was
for
like
some
an
reason.
ownership thing.
No, not an ownership, but I feel like it turns me on more. I feel like like my body made you do that. I feel like, like I don't know, I just like it. But I'm also a freak. So like I'm
Okay.
very like, well educated, like I carry myself well, but in the bed I'm a freak. Like that's my thing.
So you
So I do like getting
How
in the
who
bed. I'm not a top. And I don't top, so I
No,
don't.
no, this time you like the Haugen.
What is that?
Get nutted in, bitch.
Oh, okay. I have to look that up. I don't like
You
this.
know what I meant by that? You look so lost.
But I was going to the second question, the second part of it. I'm not a top, so I don't nut in others. So that answers that. What about
Have I ever been nutted in?
Or did you know? Oh, you might not have known.
Honestly, if I have to be totally honest, I only let a good 6 people top me out my whole experience being
your
a
whole gay career?
gay man. My first boyfriend, we didn't do that. He never. Now he did fuck me,
Mhm.
but he used to always pull out. And I'm glad not because he was a whore. So I
Okay.
respect that shit because he was a fucking whore.
Right.
Um, I would say this. I don't know.
You don't know.
Because sometimes you don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, if you were if you
Nothing
liked
because
it.
people, because for what I seen, they always pull
But
out.
would you like?
And I like to get nutted on. So
Okay.
I want you to nut on my back.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Like,
That's fun too.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
the vape.
but no.
Really?
No. No. No.
You don't
But
be liking
like,
these guys that you be messing
you
with.
can nut on my back and shit. Like, I
Yeah.
like this shit, especially when you nut a lot and I just feel the glob. I'm like, oh.
It's like a cream.
It's like
shower.
a creamy shower.
Like,
So I don't. So if a guy ever nutted in me, I wouldn't have known. This is my
But you
God. I'm
wouldn't
sure.
like it though because you
I
prefer to be
would
nutted on.
don't not nut in me.
Okay, because you.
I cannot get pregnant with we nutting in me. Fuck. But do not have I have nutted in others? Fuck yes.
Okay.
I love to nut in people.
Okay.
It's a turn on. I don't know why, but you just can't nut in me.
Right.
But I can nut in you.
Right. And I think some guys would be fine with that, obviously.
Yeah. What about you, Tay?
No, I have never nutted anyone.
Really?
Really?
Not even your fiance?
No.
Why? Oh
Because
my god.
I'm protecting him. What do you mean?
Not
Okay.
if you're undetected, then you're not. Then you're not.
I'm not taking that chance with him.
Okay.
Oh well, I mean that's like
No. Have I been in? Yes. Like
you be
my
pushing
really
it out.
early years.
You leave it there, you push it out.
Yeah, push it out.
What about you?
I leave it in there. I mean, it comes out eventually.
Wait, bitch, you leave it in there.
Bitch be leaving the house with a nut ass. You like, Daddy is still in me.
Damn, Deb, you go home with it, bitch.
Y'all don't know what I do. Like, what if I am home? What if I am home when I'm getting nutted in?
I
Damn,
mean,
you
but
keep it in you.
It comes out. Like, I don't sit there and be like, okay, we just got done. Let me or let me go to the bathroom and sit there till it comes out. It comes out on its own. Like it's just
When
naturally.
you fart.
I'm dead.
I
This
usually,
conversation.
I usually like shower and like get myself together.
And you
after
push it out.
sex. I
Oh,
don't push it out. Like I might like use a enema again, like a fleet again.
They
And
say you
then
don't supposed to
like
do that.
who's
You
who said
pushing
that?
it up.
No, when you push it, everything that you put in comes back out.
No,
That's-
but I was told that you supposed to push it out.
Well, I'm not about to be pushing it out, and I'm fine. So,
Okay, girl.
and I don't get nutted in like that to be.
I mean, nobody's look.
You
You know,
know.
I don't judge. You know, I'm a freak.
I know. I'm just.
I don't
letting
judge
them know. This is
nobody.
for them, not
Oh, because baby,
Yeah.
they fucking too. Shit, probably doing threesomes
And
right
probably
now.
getting nutted in. They're probably trying to nut to somebody after this nut talk on the show.
Okay, so I will read one. Do you think there is enough education on HIV and AIDS when you were growing up? I would say no. As far teenage years, no. Early, late teen, pre-adult, yes. But it's more prevalent now when you see things, commercials, and things like that. That's my opinion. How about you, Tay?
No, I agree. Now, but then no, because again, like a lot of stuff I had to like for me, I had to learn like on my own. or whatever, because it wasn't as much education as it is now, which I'm grateful for it now because it makes it a lot easier, for people that's getting it now. But then it was just like, child, it was, when I say depression like a motherfucker, like, cause I did like all they get one little pamphlet, like, here, this is what you need, bitch.
And you're still like,
And they don't
what
supposed
the
to show
hell?
emotion either, huh?
No, they don't show emotion, like they don't. Like when I found out,
So how they tell you like this? Like, I got your results. You have HIV. They don't look sad. They don't show a face.
well, the doctor, she came in, she was like, you can come back in the room or whatever. So I came back in the room, and she's like, so you tested positive, and I was just looked at this like, you just said that you say this on a normal, like every day on a normal basis, like,
So
and
they don't show no.
they don't show no
That's
emotion.
what I was told. They cannot do that.
They
They
can't.
cannot show you emotion.
They do not show emotion.
I feel like a lot of that is because if they come at you with sadness, then you're gonna feel like it's okay to even
You might have to
respond with
stimulate and go
sadness, like,
crazy.
Yeah, and they do say that because some people, when you tell them, like, they flash out, they want to hurt themselves and stuff. So it's best for them to keep their composure because they show emotion. It makes you think like, okay, bitch, you over here crying and I'm crying. Am I dying? Like,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, that's what they're looking at. Like, so they have to be able to stand firm. Don't get me wrong, they do have some doctors that do be emotional. They're not supposed to, but sometimes when you see them people break down, like, and your heart is just, you one of those people that have a heart, you can't help it.
especially when you're not out here being
Yeah, that's what broke
Right.
me down.
hoe.
Like, oh, geez.
Like I can only imagine being with someone who I'm supposed to trust, and they give God, you know me. God know me. Baby,
Yeah.
they would be dead.
He does. God knows you will.
Cause if you want to spin the block, bitch, let me know.
I'm down as long as it's at nighttime, so nobody. All right, so production said we got 10 minutes. Say, you want to ask a question before we move on to left on red, or you want to?
I'll just say this real quick. Let me
Okay.
see which one it is. It says, if you knew someone with HIV, what advice would you give them? I would just say that take your medication, live a very healthy life, and again, do not feel like your life is over because it's not. Like, do not go into a shell, and because when you go into that shell, whatever your mind thinks, that's what it's gonna be. Like, your mind is one of the most strongest things on your body. Like, whatever you feel in your mind, that's what it's gonna be. So if you feel in your mind that you're gonna be okay, then you're gonna be okay. But if you don't feel like you're gonna be okay, you're not gonna be okay. So always stay positive about the situation, be honest with people, and like surround yourself around your friends and family. Like, my friends and family helped me get through it, like, really did. They supported me. They checked on me all the time, and I needed that. Like, I didn't know how much I needed it until I did. So surround yourself around the right people, and don't trust everybody with your information because it's not for everybody.
Amen to that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that
Yeah.
and being vulnerable
Yes.
with
thank
us and our viewers. All right, so the last segment of our show, we hate to leave you guys. The last segment is left on red. So this letter reads, Dear Open Relationship Podcast, I walked in on my boyfriend performing autofellatio, and it really caught me off guard because, for one, I didn't know he could do that, and two, I've never seen that before. Well, in person anyway. The issue is that he does not suck my dick because he's a strict top, but sucks his own. I always said I wouldn't allow sex to interfere with my relationship. However, it's unfair and a dick is a dick. How should I go about it? Am I making it a big deal?
Okay, I'm a little confused. I'm sorry.
Wow.
So is he saying? No, look, y'all, I'm not being rude because y'all know how y'all be.
Baby. But go ahead, point of
I
clarity.
know he means fellatio, so I'm assuming that they're both. It's gay men.
Right.
They're both together. His man is a strict top, and he say he don't suck
The bottoms.
his bottom's dick,
Right.
but
He sucks
the-
his own.
he sucks his own dick.
That's what
Yes.
autofellatio
That's what that
is. That means you can do it yourself.
Oh, so I
So-
was so fucking confused.
Oh, so you thought it was just head, like fellatio?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
No.
auto.
So autofellatio means
His
he
own
suck
dick.
his
So you can,
own
like,
dick.
He can suck his
lift
own.
your legs
Yeah.
and, like, yeah. I'm gonna say
Oh
that
my god, I'm so.
I'm gonna
so
say
stuck.
I'm gonna say a dick is not a dick because one could, like, his could be like smaller than yours, so he might be able to easily suck his better, or I don't know.
Devin, reword that.
But I feel
His
like,
dick might be bigger than yours.
so
So you can't have a small dick getting some fellatio.
this could be them in their relationship. Like, this is not me. This is not y'all. So we really can't say. But it sounds like obviously the strict top is sucking his own dick, and the bottom wants his dick sucked. So my thing is, the bottom's dick could be bigger than the top's dick. So he's like, "Oh, I'll suck my own because I'm not choking, I'm not slob. Like, it's not a big deal compared to trying to take something that's, a little bit harder." That could be the case. I'm not saying that is, but I'm just saying to his point, a dick is not a dick. They're all different. But how should you go about it? Mention it. Like, if you want to get pleased, then you shouldn't be going without, especially he's already sucking his own dick. He might as well suck yours.
Fellatio is very big in my household. I'll be down. You tell me, I won't even be with you if you don't suck dick.
A lot of guys.
I don't care about eating ass because that don't really do nothing for me, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta suck dick.
Yeah.
So if you don't suck dick, then we won't be together.
Yeah, I think that's.
But now, if I am with you and you tell me you don't suck dick, and then I walk in on you sucking your own dick, then we have a big fucking
right,
issue.
and that's, I don't know. I'm not gonna judge anybody that does it themselves, but I probably wouldn't. Would you?
If I suck my dick, I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. I
Say
would. What you say?
I tried to do it before.
I mean, you make yourself nut the best by yourself. So if I can suck this dick, bitch, if I was that limber, I'd be.
Oh my god.
No, but to the bottom, I stand with you, bitch. We will probably be breaking up as we speak. My advice to you will probably be, you got ultimatum, we're gonna start sucking my dick, or are we breaking up? Because
just don't say it like that. But
I said what I said. Because ain't no way you're gonna be sucking. If I walk in and my man sucking his own goddamn
I don't
dick,
even want to see you sucking your own dick. Like, I just.
hell, I do. That's amazing. But
No.
bitch, you don't suck my dick, and I see you going on town with your dick, bitch. We got a whole issue.
Shit, I agree. Like that right there is just. I mean, what would be like? What explanation could he give? Like, you won't suck my dick, but you suck your own. Like,
Yeah,
I would love to know. Like, what would be his explanation? Like,
and then I would feel like, okay, like, am I not sucking it good enough that you gotta go and suck your own dick? Like, damn.
right? Because I'm sure he's sucking his dick,
Right,
so
exactly.
that could be it. He might.
Well, to be fair,
them dogs.
after I fuck, I still go jack off by myself, and that does not mean that it was not good sex. I just like to jack my own dick and nut again without a person.
Why? So why don't you just like nut on the person? Like, why don't you just like do it?
Once we're done fucking, I'm going to jack my dick. So, and again, that does not mean that the sex was not good.
Poor mom.
I guess.
Lord have mercy.
Oh,
But no, I'll just say, like, yeah, that's just a big ass red flag for me. Like, unless you're just not doing it right. If you ain't, then I ain't understand why he doing it himself.
bitch,
Shit.
you gotta do a.
Exactly.
You got to, like, I'm not understanding. Like, if you sucking his dick and he still have to suck his own dick, there's a problem.
Right. All this.
You might need to. You might need to ask
Ain't
yourself.
nobody satisfied.
Girl, you might want to look in the mirror.
Sorry, dick sucking ain't nobody said.
Nobody. So,
Bitch,
you might have to look in the mirror, girl, and ask yourself, like, what am I doing wrong?
let's go.
No shade.
$200 go straight to jail.
Yeah.
Saying.
Or just talk to him. If not, it's time for another relationship.
Yeah, just find somebody who would know my
Well, I'll take this advice. But David,
Or
we
suck
need
your own. Try to suck your own.
the child. I don't think he can. He probably would have been good. But Devin, so somebody has alarmed me that on the podcast that it's not fair that we don't give the email on the podcast because they don't watch the YouTube. So can we start getting out the email verbally for people?
Oh,
you
okay,
got
for
more
people
than
that don't
one.
watch.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give it to him?
Yes. Okay. So the email to send your letters and then we'll read it is openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com. It's just how you spell it. So just spell openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com and we better read your letters. This is for the people listening to the podcast. It's not on YouTube.
Yes, and they will be anonymous. So don't
Yeah.
think that I'll be like, big booty Charlene from the A sent me an email saying, whatever. So if you want it to be known who you are, then by all means we'll definitely name you, shout you out. But if not, then it'll be completely anonymous.
So I will let you read this.
All right, openers, thank you for coming and joining the the three of us, as we swallow hard topics and spit our difference of opinions.
Yes, bitch, keep it in
See
like
y'all next
Devin.